asthma. At the very least, it can wreck a young footballer's dream of scoring 6 against Brazil. But for an estimated 180,000 people a year, it can mean death. But if Professors John Britton and David Pritchard from the University of Nottingham are right, there could be a cure, although not one to everybody's liking. That's right. A gut full of worms could be the cure, not just for asthma, but a wide range of other allergies too. Luckily, they are not the big variety, but parasitic hookworms, which grow to about 1 centimetre long. But why did the team think a worm might be the cure the world's been waiting for?
I think to understand why we're using worms to treat asthma, we have to go back to the immune system in its totality. If I can explain the immune system as simply as I can, it's a compartmentalised system. So you have one compartment that's geared up to fight bacteria and viruses, and another distinct compartment that's geared up to fight worm infections. And if that compartment overreacts, we develop allergic disease, rhinitis, asthma, hay fever.
One of the things that got the team interested in these little worms was when John Britton went to Ethiopia to study asthma.
There's good evidence that around the world, when countries become more affluent, the prevalence of asthma and some other traditional Western diseases increases. We looked at the prevalence of asthma in the urban area of Jimma in Ethiopia and then in rural surrounding villages. And we found there was a great deal more asthma in the town, not as much as you would get in a developed country, but a lot more in the town than in the surrounding areas, just a few miles away.
When he discussed this with Prof Pritchard, who had been looking at the effect of hookworms on populations in New Guinea, the pair became convinced that hookworms might be having an effect on the immune system. The idea isn't new, it's been around for decades. Their theory is this: the part of the body's immune system that has evolved to fight worm infections is also capable of going on the rampage and causing problems like asthma and hay fever. The good news about hookworms is that they seem to have discovered a way of pacifying the immune system. This allows the worms to live in peace, but might also stop the immune system from causing allergies. But how did they test the effect the worms were having on the immune system? You've guessed it. Luckily, you don't have to eat the worms. Worse, they eat into you. They're microscopic larvae chewing through your skin. Nice. In a blind study, the team infected 10 healthy adults with between 10 and 100 worms. But what was the perfect dose? Too few and nothing might happen, and too many and you could end up feeling very ill indeed.
The person who got 100 is the bravest person, and she felt pretty sick.
In fact, as it turns out, 10 is more than enough.
So far, the team's results suggest that a small infestation of hookworms does have an effect on the immune system. But will it stop allergies like hay fever and asthma?
Here's the infection that we're going to give you.
The first trials are starting up. But will people want their guts full of worms, even if it stops them wheezing?
Okay.
This could be a major breakthrough. But ultimately, the pharmaceutical industry will want a hookworm mimic, a molecule from the parasite that mimics the effect of the whole infection. So that's the downstream ambition of the project.
Pill or worm, it will come as a welcome relief to anyone whose life is plagued by a tight chest and the dreaded wheeze.